Who am I? I am Bolas and I do many things, but personal finance is one of the most important things I do. I work in finance and I blog here and here about fashion, feminism and finance. So as you can see, the prevailing thing is money. Refined currency was made to inspire women to learn more about their money. It was never taught in schools, and as we get older, we just learn things for ourselves, and there's no middleman, and refined currency is the middle woman. She's basically teaching you about things that were never taught, from credit cards to how to manage debt if you get into it, from loans to maybe getting your first house, how you up your credit score. So many things that just aren't out there. I'm just creating a platform for it to be out there. What inspired me to make refined currency is just studying maths and finance and just thinking, where's all my ladies? Like, where are we? And you know, refined currency, sometimes I think it's misunderstood. I think people think, oh, it's just for black females. I say no, it's for women everywhere, and it's for men if you feel like, you know, you want to up your financial literacy. But the main point is just for everyone to learn about money. And so I just found that women weren't in the conversation when it came to finance, and I said that has to change and a platform has to be created for that. So I toyed with the idea for like a year. I looked at websites. Whenever I found an amazing website, it was American. So I was just like, okay, someone's got to build something here. And I'm the type of person, if you see that there's a problem, you find the solution.
Why is it that it's important to you that women have basic financial literacy?
Whenever you hear a story, you see a beautiful woman, and if it's like she doesn't have much going on, you hope she marries rich. Or you hear a woman, oh, he left me for someone else, he left me with nothing, I don't have any money. I got tired of those stereotypes, and I said that stereotype has to change. We've got to have our own money and have our own life, really. Make sure you have your own life before you become someone's wife. Words of Beyonce.
Tell us about being a black woman in the corporate space.
It's interesting. I wore my natural hair to work once, and that was an experience. I actually noted down everything people said to me, and I noticed, irrespective of race, the women complimented me, and a lot of the men made it about themselves, apart from one or two. So a lot of men said, I didn't recognize you, you looked so different to me. It was how they felt towards me, as opposed to women who just complimented me. But in doing that and wearing my natural hair, I felt it was empowering in the sense where I was able to teach them, because a lot of them are white males, and I was able to teach them about natural black hair and what it means to have natural black hair. And a lot of them, they didn't want to hear it. I said, well, if you're interested in a black woman and you may have a future with a black woman, it's better you know these things now. She'll probably admire you a little more if she knows that, you know, you've done your research or you've done your homework. I think it's so important for us to have a respect for each other's cultures enough to care to ask. And one of my good friends, who's actually Irish, actually asked me, you know, what is your experience being a black woman? Have you experienced racism? And that was just such an interesting conversation. There's just things that sometimes you forget out of the power of love, to be in someone's company, to be in someone's presence that you love. You sometimes forget that you go through very different circumstances. I've been to Greece and he was going to Greece. And I almost said to him, oh, be careful there, they can be very, and I stopped and he said, why did you stop? I said, because you're not black. He was like, oh. And it's just those little things there that just make you realise your differences, but I think the important thing is to respect them and to understand them. Like, I'm not from Palestine or Turkey, but you know, I respect how hard it is with everything going on in their culture right now, and I think it's important to be in the know. It's the best way to have respect. I think we shouldn't be blind and we shouldn't be ignorant. Look at the world we live in now. I don't think we can afford to be anymore.